What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. Now, if you haven't checked out our Big Gamer Small Talk merchandise, the link will be down below. We got t-shirt, coffee mugs, hats, hoodies, sweatshirts, you name it, we got it. Now, with that being said, um, I've done several videos in the past about how the media is very biased towards Microsoft. And like I said, you all next gen, you're full of shit, and you're damage controlling, and you know, um, for those that saw the Halo 5 campaign footage, we were all blown away. Not knowing what resolution it was, I know the game was very, very pretty. If you look at going on, if you look at you know, our our initial response, we did the E3 thing live. The E3 thing live. You look at our initial response, we were all like ecstatic, like, "Oh my God, this shit is beautiful." You know, um, so Digital Foundry, I guess, took go over there. Hey, go over there. Let me close it. Sit down. Digital Foundry took, I guess, the footage from YouTube, and through that they used their machines to say what resolution it was, and it's crazy. This is the only game that they did this. They didn't take their same machines and analyze the footage of Uncharted. They didn't take their machines and analyze the footage of The Last Guardian. They didn't take the machines and analyze the footage of Horizon. Only with Microsoft games. Do you see what I'm saying here? Like, they do this shit for his end. You had publishers, developers scared to show their games because of things like Digital Foundry. We're talking about a game that's not going to release for at least another 3 to 4 months. Can still be optimized. But you had the developers from Doom. They didn't want to show their version. They didn't want to show Doom because they didn't want quote unquote Digital Foundry getting it and counting the pixels in the frames. Like, is this what gaming's about? We're pixel counters and like, come on. Like, and I'm not just saying it because this is an Xbox game exclusive. I'm just saying, period. Like, we as console gamers need to cut the shit. You know what I mean? If you are not satisfied with what you see with your own human naked eye, you need a machine, a device to tell you what it is. Then let's let you know right here it's not a big deal. While you looking at the game, you know what the fuck resolution it was, how many frames per second it was running in. But does that make it any less of a great game? You know what I mean? Like, and the developers of those are not the only ones that want to show, games, but they didn't want the pixel count, the people with the bean counters to get a hold of it and say it's this and that. And this is a bad way, a sad way that the industry is going. It's not right. You know what I mean? Like us, all this games with your PlayStation, Microsoft, and Sony, Nintendo, I'm sorry, need to stand up and cut, you know what I mean, and let's band together. We can stop this bullshit. You know what I mean? We judge games by what we see. We can't tell what resolution, what's in. You know what I mean? If some up got a $25,000 machine, they can take a compressed footage from YouTube or something that was streamed and tell you what. Like, come on, you know what I mean? And it's sad to say, Halo was the only game that this was done to. It wasn't done to Call of Duty. It wasn't done to Fallout. It wasn't done to, you know what I mean? I don't think it was done to Fallout. It wasn't done to any Sony games. It wasn't done to any Nintendo games. Only Microsoft games. That's like you know that there's a hidden agenda somewhere. You know what I mean? Oh, look, so Halo 5 is not going to be as fun because maybe it may not be 1080p, 60 frames a second. It may have a dynamic resolution. The last time I checked, frame rate was off. You know what I mean? Like, if them having a lot 60 frames is the most important thing. You know what I mean? That's the most important when it comes to shooters. You know what I mean? Those who used at home that saw E3, saw that Halo 5, we were all blown away. But you got these bean counters over at Digital Foundry Well, this one, there's a lot was going on in the scene. Maybe they toned down the graphics. Like, what? Who wants to turn down the graphics? The game looked fucking amazing. I don't give a fuck. What? That shit could be 832p. The game looked amazing. And I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not a big Halo fan. But the game looked amazing. Like I said, the game is not, listen, it's not slated to come out until October. It's only July. So they're going to further optimize the game. You know what I mean? The game is at least August, September, at least 3 to 4 months off. Like, damn, what's the problem? And listen, like I said today, it's a sad way that this gaming and this industry is going. I'm telling you guys, man. Take Microsoft from the equation. You got developers scared to show their games because you got these bean counters. You know what I mean? You don't be scrutinized. Like, listen, and then we are console gamers, man. If frame rates and resolutions and all that meant that much to, guess what? You should be playing on a PC, not a console. You know what I mean? Microsoft didn't come out and make any bold statements about what their game should be. That was Sony. He said that get used to 1080p, 60 frames a second, and I have yet to see a AAA exclusive from Sony that's 1080p, 60 frames a second. But Microsoft has several of them. You understand what this stuff is not? It's unfair and it's not biased, man. That's real shit, man. And I'm not sugarcoating it. It could be a Sony game. You don't give a fuck what it is. This is sad when you got developers are afraid to show their product because you got these bean counters down here. That's what you know. Like, listen, people like Eurogamer and stuff, you know, they the one to keep this quote unquote console war thing going. You know, Halo 5 may not be 10. So the fuck what? You know what I mean? Is this going to make it any less? Was Halo 2 any less fun because it wasn't in 1080p? Was Halo 3 any less fun because it wasn't in 1080p? Was Halo Reach any less fun because it wasn't in 1080p? But did you enjoy Halo ODST any less because it wasn't in 1080p? Did you enjoy Halo 4 any less because it wasn't in 1080p? When it comes to Halo, the most important thing is the frame rate, the fluidity. You know what I mean? The gameplay is, you know what I mean? The online is fast, on pace, very addictive, very fun. That's what counts. You know what I mean? It ain't no $25,000 machine hooked up to the side of a monitor. You know what I mean? That's not going to discourage that. Like I'm telling you, listen. Why wasn't Uncharted put to the same scrutiny? That game was stuttering all across the goddamn screen. But I'm not saying that I enjoyed the demo any less, because the game looked great. I give fuck what resolution, what frame rate, the game looked fun. And that's what counts. Did you say did they put did they hook the Last Guardian up to this? Oi, even though that's not my type of game, but you know, Sony fans like that. You know what I mean? So why they didn't take Sony's, tempo, their biggest AAA games, and why didn't they hook them up to the same machine, give them the same test? Why is Halo 5 the only one getting this? I'm just keeping it real, man. It's sad, man. And if you guys are gonna, not buy a game because it may not be in a certain type of resolution, and that's gonna come on, you guys need to stop the bullshit and wake up, man. I'm not gonna let a frame rate or resolution, ruin my gaming experience, man. And if you're one of those dudes, shame on you. I'm gonna sit back and play whatever game I like, whatever platform, and have fun. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? I don't give those sites power. Nah, fuck that. You can't tell me what I'm gonna like because it's in a certain resolution, man. Y'all motherfuckers need to wake up and use this right here, man. You talking about the Illuminati. The Illuminati is at work right now, man. Some real shit. And I'm not even damage controlling. I'm keeping it funky, man. This can be, and you guys know one of my favorite games is God of War. You know what I mean? One of my favorite games is God of War. Sony could have showed up God of War 4. If they did the same thing the God of War 4. I just said, like, come on, man. This game is yet finished to be, it's not finished fully being optimized. It's not coming out for nearly 4 months. But what, like, and then so if you don't think it's, them not being fair, how come they didn't do the same thing in Uncharted? How come they didn't do the same thing in The Last Guardian? Or or Horizon? You know what I mean? Think about it, man. Think about it. Anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Am I bugging? Am I over exaggerating? But come on, man. I'm telling you, these people are showing the media. It's showing their bias shit every day, man. I'm out of here. Bang, bang. Well, sit down. Let me blow your nose. Look. Look. All right. Well, I'm out of here, man. Daddy Darius is going, man. We out of here. Bang, bang.